I'm Rachel Bauer, and I suffer from acute flaccid myelitis. I have been sent to raise awareness about this rare, but potentially dangerous disease. I was diagnosed with AFM in my mother's womb. It has greatly affected my life and made everything in my life very difficult. But I persevered to make my life better. As they all say, when life gets you down, stand right up and slam that puck right into that hoop. Go Sparks. But that didn't always work. Sometimes I fear that my life is such a severe struggle I will never be able to overcome the adversities it throws me. Gotcha. I don't suffer from AFM. I suffer from this other chronic but super cool disease called Pcasawltrs, also known as Pcasawltrs. You are probably wondering, what does Pcasawltrs stand for? It means persistent clumsiness and social awkwardness, which leads to random singing. Today, I will share my story of how I was diagnosed with Pcasawltrs, many common symptoms of this dangerous disease, and the many treatments. Clean up, Rachel has to clean up because her life is a mess. Then we'll talk about the many treatment options for Pcasawltrs. First, I will share my story of how I was diagnosed with Pcasawltrs. It was just a typical Tuesday night. Listen to the kind of music she does. My precious Taylor. I just got home from my junior high basketball practice. My mom got a call from my coach saying that I should schedule a doctor's appointment because there must be something wrong with my legs or feet or something, because I ran funny and kept falling for absolutely no reason. After small talk with the doctor, which went about like this. Hello, Mr. Doctor Man, how are you today? I'm good, how are you? I'm good, how are you? He diagnosed me with what he called chronic drunkenness. Wrong picture. But that didn't help anything. I then started to run into everything. Everything from trees to road signs to those inflatable dudes they have outside of car dealerships. Road work ahead? Well, I sure hope it does. I went back to the doctor, and he just told me I needed glasses. I got my glasses, and everything was great for a while. Until tragically, my glasses were too attractive, and I got the attention of many fine looking boys. You know what I mean. Except, every time I tried to talk to them, it went about like this. Hey girl, I like your glasses. Thanks, they help me see. Oh, I guess I'm falling for you. Falling for you! Fall! Don't run away, I'm normal, I promise! I went back to the doctor for the last time, and he diagnosed me with Pcasawltrs, persistent clumsiness and social awkwardness, which leads to random singing. Now that I shared my story of how I was diagnosed with Pcasawltrs, we will now discuss the many common symptoms of this dangerous disease. So how do you know if you suffer from Pcasawltrs? Do you tell the waiter, you too, when they tell you to enjoy your meal? Do you run into glass doors? Do you say sure then run away when a boy asks you out? Do you make your friend break up with that boy for you after you said sure, then ran away? Asking for a friend. Do you fall up the stairs? Do you fall constantly during all sports? You're probably thinking, yes, I've been shoved. Oh, but no, I fall out in the open with no one around me over my my tied shoelaces. Yeah, I've tripped over my tied little loop-de-loops way too many times. But you guys probably don't really understand what I'm talking about. That's not unusual. It's not unusual to be loved by anyone. You Gen Zers only understand through educational memes? No? Okay. Well, I have some of those for you guys. I wear number 35 to show how many times I fall in one game. When you realize basketball is not your sport. But the one symptom you must all be very, very aware of is if you have your black hair tied up in a bun and are wearing a flower blouse and have little gun earrings, you are at great risk. Now that I shared my story and many common symptoms of this dangerous disease, we will now talk about the many treatment options. There is no known cure for Pcasawltrs, but there are many things I found to ease the pain of this tragic disease. Because everything I do seems to embarrass me, I just try to be invisible. Except this has one extreme side effect. Sometimes I get to the point where I try to be so invisible that I just blend in with the background of my team's track picture. This isn't Photoshop. Didn't paint my face white that day. This is real. Also, I found that interpretive dance helps ease the pain when I stumble over my shoelaces. I call this method walk, fall, dance, repeat. Let me show you. This piece is called Butterflies in the Meadow. Thank you. But these are not the only ways to calm this condition. As many people say, music soothes the soul. I found a particular interest in songwriting. This song is called The Purple Train to Groovy City. Thank you. My single will be available next week on iTunes, Spotify, or any other music provider. Today, I shared with you my story of how I was diagnosed with Pcasawltrs, many common symptoms of this dangerous disease, and the many treatment options. Although Pcasawltrs has made me a target for bullying and countless jokes, I've learned something. As they all say, sticks and stones may break my bones, but public speaking makes me really uncomfortable. Help! Help! I need somebody! Help!